What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Pancis. If it's your first time tuning in, please smash the subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. Today I'm bringing this Saab over to a shop to get a brake line checked because it is leaking. And tomorrow I plan on driving this thing back all the way another 1,000 miles home, and obviously can't really do that with a leaking brake line. So I am cautiously, slowly driving over to the shop to get this thing checked out. So I look forward to giving you guys some updates as we go. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so it is a couple days later since I dropped the Saab off at the shop, and I will link the shop information below. They were all referred to me from a lot of the Saab guys here in Chicago, which is amazing. Very clean shop, really organized, well run, very busy. Just to note that, very busy. So obviously they do good work, and the shop is like spotless in there. They really take good care of everything. And so I'm very comfortable that the Saab is being fixed there. I've been stranded in Chicago. We ended up flying Melanie home yesterday so she can go to work, and I'm stuck out here with the Saab, of course, because the brake lines failed. But it's all in good things, because the brake lines, from what I'm understanding, I'll show some pictures here, were literally like on the verge of, they're just like kind of breaking apart when the technician was pulling them out. His name's Ryan. I'll link his Instagram here. You guys can give him a follow. He built out a 500 horsepower Saab, pretty cool. So anyways, they were completely rotted out, and really lucky that this didn't actually happen while I was driving 1,000 miles, and it happened while I was sitting here hanging out with the fam. Ed and I are finally going to smoke that cigar we've been talking about for the last 3-4 days, right? Yep. There you go. So all the time's well worth spent. But here's some pictures. You guys can get a glimpse. There were two options of this repair. One is remove the fuel tank and the exhaust, because the fuel lines from the driver's side go above the gas tank, and of course for the passenger side as well, but it's a little bit easier to get to with the tank in. However, this fuel tank on this 9.5 in this generation is a non-serviceable fuel tank, because you obviously can access the fuel pump from inside the car. So when GM assembled everything, they put everything in there for lifetime. So there's not like you can just take out brackets or disconnect the fueler neck and have, you know, detachable units and parts. Everything's just kind of complete in there. So to take it out is a little bit of a process, not only taking it out, but also reassembling. So that's a much more expensive route to go. It's definitely not something I wouldn't recommend. It's probably the best way to do it. But in this scenario, given the age of the car, and I'll show you guys some pictures of some of the evap lines going into the tank. Ryan had mentioned that they looked like, just looking at them, they could fall apart. Not that they're gonna actually fall apart, but you know, they're brittle and they're aged. So like if you touch them or mess with them, it can crack and cause an evap issue, which is another problem we don't want to take advantage of. So we're avoiding all that. So that we took the lesser expensive route by leaving the fuel tank alone, and we're gonna reroute the brake lines around the fuel tank and kind of tuck them up. And I'm hoping possibly by the end of the day, before I put this video live for tomorrow, to get more pictures of what that looks like so you guys can see it. If not, we'll go through it in the next video. But he's gonna reroute everything, bleed the brake system, and I should be off and running to drive home 1,000 miles. So that's a little bit of an update for you. I guess it's really normal for the age of the car, and like I said earlier, very lucky that this didn't happen while I was actually driving. So I will keep you guys posted. I'm hoping I can get a video up this Thursday. If not, it'll be Sunday, because obviously with everything going on, there's only so much content I can create, and thankfully this gave me some good content for you guys to learn from. So not so big of a deal, thankfully, but something worth doing, and kind of glad it just is in the good hands that it's in at the shop that it's at for the price that I'm paying, which is really reasonable for the job. We're gonna have brand new brake lines, and we shouldn't have anything to worry about, knock on wood, driving this thing home. And I don't even count this a strike against the car, because the car's been flawless. And like I said, I probably, if I wanted to, I could have risked driving home with this scenario, but it wouldn't would not be worth that risk. So I don't count this as a failure or a breakdown. It's just a little hiccup along the way, and thankfully everything's gonna work out. So stay tuned for more, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something from this. If you guys are having a 9.5 that's 180,000 miles or more and comes from a New England area like I'm living in, with a lot of salt roads or winter roads, which is what these Saabs are built for, be sure to take note that these brake lines are treated and coated from the factory, which is amazing from Saab, but after some age and debris and buildup, they do tend to corrode and fall apart. And 180,000 miles or older, if you haven't done your brake lines, be sure to monitor that, check them out, and just know that it's a possibility to have this job be a scenario for yourself. So stay tuned for more, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow me at Kyle Pancis on Instagram if you guys want to reach out to me with any questions. And I will freaking see you guys later. I'm gonna go enjoy a cigar with Ed. Talk to you guys soon.